Sema one term. Wewe William Ruto. Wewe Kasongo. Wewe muuaji. Wewe mwizi. Wewe Kasongo. Harambee.
Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto created a monster out of Rigathi Gachagua. He underrated Rigathi Gachagua when he was working with him because of his loyalty to him. And probably he thought that Rigathi Gachagua had created so many enemies that Rigathi Gachagua is not able to recover. He saw Rigathi Gachagua fight Uhuru Kenyatta. He saw Rigathi Gachagua fight various opposition leaders. So he felt like Rigathi Gachagua is finished. But the impeachment that William Ruto did, the abuses, the profiling of Rigathi Gachagua as a tribal leader, the utterances of leaders from Western Kenya like Wanyama, who are literally attacking Mount Kenya people, made it look like one simple thing, that Rigathi Gachagua is being treated unfairly. And this kind of perception that the people developed, especially those of Mount Kenya, created a monster out of Rigathi Gachagua and is now another person on another level in the Kenyan politics, almost becoming the new Raila Amolo Odinga in Kenya as we speak. Now, as we speak today again, William Ruto is on his journey to create another monster in politics from the Western Kenya region. And that is George Natembeya.
Mambo ya umaskini, unyanyasaji, ukabila, mapendeleo, ubaguzi, mapendeleo, kushika vijana, kuhangaisha vijana, njaa, fitina,
This is the first time governor of Trans Nzoia County. He was just a regional commissioner in Rift Valley. Then he resigned to become a governor of Trans Nzoia County. People say that he does well from there. I'm yet to go to the ground, probably because Kitale is quite far, and then engage the people there. But for a few who have been there, have told me that that gentleman is trying to do his best. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, George Natembeya is rising and rising steadily as one of the huge political leaders from the Western region. On this particular video here, I want to take you through on why President William Ruto is seriously intimidating George Natembeya through the police, arrest, and ESCC. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos, kindly take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. So it's alleged that this is the government that is fighting this gentleman. And the fact remains that these people who are fighting Natembeya are the people in government. My number is always here. You can always engage me, talk to me. And for those who want to support the channel, that's the M-Pesa number. And God will bless you for the positive indication that you want to support the channel, even by watching, by subscribing, by even commenting, and even giving me a thumbs up after watching the video. Now, as we speak today, what is making President William Ruto, or maybe the government, go for Natembeya the way they are going for him? First of all, it's because of Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula. These people are assuming to be the kingpins of the Luhya community. None of them is a kingpin, but they are taking themselves collectively to be working together. And it has been very clear that these people basically go there to enjoy themselves. And I'm going to do an extensive video on why these people are now being hated in Western region. Now, these two people feel like Natembeya is becoming a threat to them. Why? He's taking the people that they have been using to negotiate for their stomachs. Now, Natembeya is taking the people away, and they remain like shells. So as a result, they don't have the negotiating power up there. So as a result, they are using the government and ensuring that Natembeya is fought day and night. Number two, the government does not want the people of Western Kenya to be enlightened. For those who know very well is that people say that information is power. So the moment the people of Western receive the information all the way to the grassroots, all the way to the villages, Raila Amolo Odinga will be hated, William Ruto will be hated. Actually, Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula will be kicked out of the Western politics significantly. So this kind of enlightening that Natembeya is doing, it is basically going to finish the two gentlemen. I mean the four people. That is Raila Amolo Odinga, William Ruto, Moses Wetangula, and of course Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi. So if this happens, that means that the Raila and Ruto support is threatened for 2027. William Ruto is banking on that region, and if Natembeya takes it away from him, he's done. Also, Raila Amolo Odinga feels like he's under threat. We cannot rule out that he's also been a beneficiary of the Luhya community, both in Nairobi and Western. These people really follow Raila Amolo Odinga's footsteps. Whatever he does, they listen to him. So as a result, Raila Amolo Odinga is feeling also that he's threatened. So the police have to move swiftly. The EACC have to go for him. The DCI probably needs also to go for him to frustrate Natembeya to stop all these political activities that is carrying out in the Western region. You know, Natembeya is basically doing campaigns each and every weekend, talking to the people and enlightening them. This is a threat because how often does Moses Wetangula and Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi go to that region? Usually for a funeral, or maybe when they feel Natembeya is doing something, then you go there and count. That's the only times they go there. So, but when you look at from that such a kind of an angle, it's clear that if Natembeya is left free, is going to constantly finish this gentleman from the Western region. Also, we cannot forget that the 2027 matrix revolves around Western Kenya and the Kushites and pastoralists when it comes to President William Ruto. It depends heavily on those people. So he knows after having Raila Amolo Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi, Wycliffe Paranya, and of course with Wetangula, they are able to pocket the Luhya votes. But the fact is, in the Luhya votes that we are talking about here, now they are being taken away. If they are being taken away, then William Ruto is threatened. If you know very well, the gentleman by the name Okiya Omtata comes from Busia County. He will take Busia probably to opposition if people are not careful. So as a result, it is ideal if William Ruto takes charge now by ensuring that the police have intimidated this gentleman by the name George Natembeya. Now, we can also not assume that the people like Rigathi Gachagua rely on people like Gachagua, Matiang'i, Kalonzo. They rely on people like Natembeya. So by crippling Natembeya, indirectly they cripple these other top opposition leaders. So that is why, as we speak today, you are seeing all these moves by the government to ensure that Natembeya does not move. So these kind of moves are desperate moves to prevent it from going away from them in 2027. And that makes William Ruto threatened a lot. Now, when I look at this scenario of intimidation and harassing of Natembeya, I think Natembeya has outshined President William Ruto. On what basis? Number one, Natembeya has not shown any fear. When they attack him, arrest him, let him sleep in police custody, this gentleman comes out smiling and energetic to go back and do his campaigns. And he's not fearing anyone. The kind of politics that he's doing in Western Kenya, this guy could have even been finished before. But the fact is, he has stayed straightforward and he's actually very courageous to face all these other big politicians. I remember there's a time, literally, campaigns of Kenya Kwanza, more especially by Farouk Kibet, Moses Wetangula, even William Ruto himself and Oscar Sudi, going to Trans Nzoia to castigate him from there. And the people of Trans Nzoia refused, and Natembeya still sustained the pressure. So therefore, he has shown no fear to William Ruto. Secondly, this gentleman has done what you call political counter. You attack him on political basis, he attacks you back, he retaliates in a political manner. This guy was arrested, put in police custody, released on bail. Maybe or cash bail. I don't know how these lawyers call them. So the fact is, as these people go to court, they fight for him, he comes out. The expectation that from the frustrations of Harris and the staff is that when Natembeya comes out, he will shrink, shiver, relax, pull back. But he comes out, he's in the campaigns, conducting a huge tour that scared President William Ruto, showing that he has support across the Western region. This guy went through Malava, went through Kakamega, all the way to Trans Nzoia. That kind of a move, it is serious and tremendous. That shows very well as we speak today. Natembeya knows how to deal with William Ruto. Lastly, you can see in his campaign, there are people who entered there like Wajakoya. Wajakoya is actually with him and is doing campaigns. This rejuvenates the team. And very soon it's going to grow and grow and grow. Because people have seen it's going to a certain route. Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi cannot pull such a crowd. Raila Amolo Odinga right now, if he goes to the ground, he'll be attacked right, left and center. And probably he's old and relaxed right now. He wants to engage in other things. I don't know what's your take, but on the comment section, share with me what you think about George Natembeya's moves.